You are listening to TJ. My guest at this time is Mr. Marcus Bronz from BBC Radio 1 Extra and Channel AKA. How are you doing, Marcus? I hope you're well.
Yeah, man, I'm all good, thanks. How about yourself?
I'm not so bad. I'm absolutely cool. It's an honour to have you on today. Can you tell me a little bit more about what it is you do and who Bronzy B is?
Yeah, basically what I do is I'm a presenter and also a DJ. So presenting side of things, I've been broadcasting for a couple of years now on community, citywide and national radio. And at the moment I'm presenting on BBC Radio 1 Extra. And I also DJ up and down the country. I've been doing that for over 10 years and I've been over to Ayanapa, Ibiza, other parts of Spain, pretty much most of Europe and the UK. And that's what I do, really.
You've done absolutely loads of stuff. It's absolutely amazing to hear some of the things you... And I mean, I looked at your YouTube. You've got a little show reel. There's been TV presenting. There's been voiceovers. It's absolutely fantastic, some of the things you've been involved in. You've interviewed and worked with some really influential people within the music scene. I've seen some of the YouTube videos. What's been a highlight for you within your career so far?
A highlight for me, wow. What in terms of the interviews or in terms of
the people you've interviewed?
In terms of interviews, I think recently, meeting Bronz was a real big privilege because he's really pioneered the spearhead of Afrobeats in the UK, and at the time his song Oliver Twist was really, really popular, really big, and a lot of people wanted to talk to him and meet with him. And before the interview I was told he'd only had 4 hours sleep, his plane had been delayed,
so there's a lot of dedication.
So yeah, you're prepared for an interview where somebody's not going to be, at their best. I thought maybe, it might be one of those ones where you might record it and say, you know what, maybe you were too tired, we'll just have to meet up again. He burst in the room, he's full of life, and it was one of the best interviews I've had. It was really good. And possibly one of my most popular ones on my YouTube account at the moment. I
mean, I saw as well on your YouTube account, you'd interviewed Estelle, which is absolutely amazing. Some of the things that she's done. She's won Grammys, 2 Morbos. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah,
man.
Has any celebrity that you've interviewed, have they ever left you tongue-tied or lost for words with something they've said?
Nah. You know what? If I'm quite a friendly, chatty person, so I'm always up for a bit of banter. I'm always up for a bit of chit chat. So I never really found myself getting left tongue-tied. I'm alright. No, I'm alright actually. Generally, I'm pretty cool. I love talking to people, so never really tongue-tied.
Yeah, it's good to meet new people, and you've got quite a broad perspective on things. It doesn't really matter what somebody says. You can always make it into a bit of a joke.
That's right, mate.
Now, you're a presenter on BBC Radio 1 Extra. What is it like being a 1 Extra DJ, and what's the best part of being a 1 Extra DJ? You wake up in the morning and you think, I've got a show on 1 Extra. What's the feeling you get from that? How is it?
Yeah, man, obviously it's really good. It's like, I love talking to people, like I just said, and I mean, who doesn't really like talking with people? There's probably a couple of people that don't, but they're grumpy people that we don't really bother with. But waking up in the morning and knowing that you're going to be talking to the nation,
that's crazy.
Is a fabulous thing. Do you know what I mean? There's only a few select people that get to do that, and I feel privileged that I am, able to take the opportunity to, wake people up or get them going over their weekend or get them going during their afternoon or weekdays, whatever show I'm on. Do you know what I mean? So it's a great thing, and every time I do it, it feels fabulous to be touching different parts of the UK from, the studio in London.
Now, you're also working on Channel AKA. Can you tell me about that and how it helps people, especially young people, get their music heard?
Yeah, so I'm currently doing some presenting, voiceovers, and piloting a few programs for AKA. AKA is a great channel for getting new music out there. If you look at 1 Extra being the BBC radio station that really supports up-and-coming urban music within the UK, and Channel AKA is definitely one of the digital music channels that does that and really promotes the videos that go with those tunes as well. So again, it really ties in well with what I'm about, and it's a great station to work for.
What is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you while you've been? Has anything funny ever happened to you that's been a highlight for you while you've been presenting on the television or on the radio?
What's been a highlight for me? It's so hard to pick out because it's every show.
More of a funny moment. You see, has anything funny ever happened? You know, has Chris Moyles ever walked in behind you or something? You know.
A funny moment. Oh gosh, do you know what? There's loads of funny moments happening in radio. Let me think of a good one. There is. God, I'm trying to think of one that's sensible that we can talk about right now.
Take your time.
You get loads of funny moments. It's every single show that we do, we always have a laugh on. Do you know what I mean? Whether we're having a bit of banter with a caller on the air, or you know, the interaction, or whether it's a specific artist. I think recently I sat down with an artist called Biggs, quite a big guy.
Yeah.
We got into a conversation about his eating habits. I think that was quite funny.
Yeah.
Also had Roll Deep in the studio as well. They're always a barrier of laughs. They're just jokers. Full stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't even have to. They really have to try and squeeze a joke out of them. So yeah, man. I think it's fair to say whenever I'm in the studio, I'm always having a laugh. So it's really hard to pick out a choice.
Yeah. You're always having a good time and a good laugh within the studio.
Man, always.
Yeah. So how has radio affected your life on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? You know, what are the positives and the negatives of it, if there is any? Is there any negatives to it? You know, is it demanding? I don't know.
You know, like I said, I love radio. It's a great thing. It's absolutely amazing, beautiful thing to get involved in, and you know, presenting is just, you know, one of my passions. I love being involved in it. I would say working within urban music across the UK, there's so much of it now because UK music really has blown up that you really have to make sure you take time to get really stuck into the music that's out there. So I make sure I take quite a bit of time to listen to new and upcoming music, even just to spend time just browsing through the internet on YouTube and forums, you know, just looking at what's out there. Yeah. I think that's really, really important. And that does take quite a bit of my time, but I love doing that as well because I love finding new things.
I think that's quite a good thing about what you do as well. Although you're at such a, you know, you're presenting on national radio, and it doesn't matter how many times you do that, you've done that, but you still have respect and dignity for the people that are, you know, still making it, still up and coming. You still respect that, and you still look at that and you browse, and that, you know, that's a good thing. You know, it's a really good thing. Yeah,
definitely. There's a lot of people out there that are in much more privileged positions than myself.
Yeah.
That probably, you know, for reasons probably not their own fault, don't have time to do that. And as long as I have time to sort of support up and coming music or talent like, you know, like yourself, I'm always going to do that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone starts somewhere. Everyone was a beginner once, and you're most likely rubbish. So, you know what I mean? You need that chance if you can ever get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. To you know, be, I guess, exposed to the public and, you know, have your talent shown. Now, a bit more of a non-formal question for you. Well, they've all been quite informal, but do you have a celebrity crush? Who is she and why? And have you ever met her? That's the other one.
Do you know what? People look very different when you see them on the TV to when you see them in person. So sometimes you might have a crush on someone.
Right.
You might see them in person and be like, oh man. Or it can go the other way. I think recently, when Nicole Scherzinger was last in the country,
right.
She came through the One Extra Studios and wasn't to visit me, it was to visit someone else. I think she's gone to see Scott or someone on Radio 1. Yeah. But I remember when she walked in the room, I couldn't say anything, mate. I was just speechless. She really is a very glamorous person. Yeah. She just does look just as nice as she does on the TV, and she's also a lovely person as well. Do you know what I mean? The whole package. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that's a crush, but when I saw her, I was like, oh yeah,
she's the one. She's a winner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. So, Bronz, do you have any upcoming gigs or events where people can come and see you live and see what you do in person?
Yeah, man. Actually, I was in the Northwest recently, and I've got quite a lot of up and comings in the Northwest that bounced off a really good set that I did.
Cool.
I should be doing a residency in Blackpool once a month.
Cool.
I think I'll be there last Saturday of every month. I'll also be in Burnley once a month as well.
Cool.
On a Saturday, that's to be confirmed. I think it's going to be the first Saturday of the month. And I'll be in Preston once a month as well at Glover's Bar for a One Extra special.
Yeah. So you do quite a bit. I've checked it out, and you do quite a bit in Max Bar and Glover's in Preston. What do you make of the Preston music scene?
Listen, Preston knows how to party. I'm going to say that. Like, I've been all over the UK.
Yeah.
I've DJed in Europe, and I will say, hands down, Preston knows how to party. Partying and Preston go hand in hand. You guys know how to have a good time. And like we said, you know, I went to uni in Preston, so I've always got a soft spot for that specific city in the UK. So it's always nice to come back, see a couple of familiar faces, play some good music, and enjoy the times with good people.
And it's good having you in Preston. We enjoy having your company in Preston. I'll be down at your next event down here at Glover's. I'll make sure I make the extra effort to come down to that. Bronz,
come down, mate. Definitely. If you wanna do a little competition or something, and let a couple of people, you know, get some tickets and that, we'll go for it, bro. We'll go for it, mate.
Yeah, cool. It'll be cool. If anyone wants to contact you, Bronz, or visit you on any of the online social networks, how do we get in contact with you?
Yeah, wicked. All you have to do is go to my website, which is real simple, marcusbronzy.com. That's MarcusBronzy, marcusbronzy.com. And that's like my hub where you can get connected to everything. But on every single social network, I'm the same. So Twitter, @MarcusBronzy, Facebook.com/MarcusBronzy, everything. Instagram, Marcus Bronzy, everything's the same. Flickr, whatever you're on, I'm there, mate. I'm there. And also coming up soon, we'll have the Marcus Bronzy app as well, which will be available on iPhone and Android as well.
So to everybody out there that's listening, make sure you type in on Google, on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere, Marcus Bronzy, because that is the future.
Right.
It's going to be a big year for Marcus Bronzy this year in 2012, and you are going to hear the name Marcus Bronz. So,
thank you very much. I appreciate that, mate.
Well, we wouldn't want to demean you at all. You are the DJ. You are good at what you do, and it's been an absolute privilege having you, having the privilege of interviewing you today.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Appreciate it, man. Anytime.
Cool.